Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz, and boy have we got an episode today. First up, we are loaded up with an excavator from Volvo. We are up in Iceland, and check it out. I now know where we are, and I can say it. Akureyri. Yes, I've been practicing my Icelandic names. I've been practicing my driving. I don't know why it's not going forward. There we go. But our lights are on, and we are heading on a 9-hour and 21-minute journey around the west coast of Iceland. I have practiced my city names, and I am ready for the pronunciation challenge. We've got a jet in front of us here. Look at this scenery out here. I mean, this is spectacular. So not only do we have some amazing scenery to look at in this episode, we have a huge announcement in the Euro Truck Simulator world by SCS Software. I think everybody probably knows what I'm going to talk about with that one. What an exciting day that is. And we have another result in the American Truck Simulator pick the best state competition, and we'll be announcing our last quarterfinal match, getting to our last semifinal contestant, a very surprising route in our game that we just have going on now. So lots of things to talk about as we leave Akureyri. I am dialed into this now. Thank you, by the way, for the pronunciation help as we're going forward here. But we have a lot of things to talk about technically too. Now, a couple things we've been noticing. We have been getting zero experience and zero money for our jobs lately, a couple times now, because we've been running out of time. Now, I will have to sleep in about, trying to get a perfect journey here. I will have to sleep in a few hours, but there is a rest area about 4 hours down. This is a 9-hour journey, and I checked the timing on this delivery. I think we should be okay. So I think we should be able to make one sleep round and still have like an extra 3 or 4 hours to make this journey. However, that does depend a little bit on our truck's power and how we handle the load. Now, this is a 20-ton load. It's not super heavy. Our truck isn't very powerful though, so I'm not quite sure how all that will work. But I think the math is good for this one. We shouldn't be horrifically late. But anyway, we're going to drive about 4 hours. We can see the sun is kind of setting now. It's 9 o'clock at night. We're going to drive 4 hours down, then we're going to sleep, then we're going to try to drive the rest of the 5 hours of the journey here. But looking forward to exploring some more Iceland scenery. I mean, check it out as we get the sun setting off here. Let's get rid of the mirrors there for a nice view. This is just such a cool part of Euro mods here. Promods. This is awesome. Well, we'll check in a little bit as we get a little bit farther down the road. Lots of things to talk about on this episode. Can we get a perfect journey? We also, that's another one of our challenges, trying for 10 in a row. We're currently at 1 because our latest journey in American Truck Simulator down in Mexico was a perfect journey. We went 1 for 2, but we put perfect on our second one. So that means we've got 1 journey in a row now without any fines or damage or being late. Can we get number 2 over this 9-hour plus journey here in Iceland? That's going to be quite a challenge. And I'm not quite sure, given the strength of our truck and the fact that we will have to sleep at least once, that we're going to make it. We're kind of pushing the edge of the envelope here, but we'll give it a shot. Anyway, we'll check it. Look at this. It's amazing. Oh my goodness. Such a fantastic, and what a time of day to be here just as the sun's going down. This is awesome. All right, this bus is not doing anything dangerous at all here. Passing on a blind corner, coming out of a tunnel. Come on, Parkera. Now he pulls over to the lane after complete stop. This is sanity. Icelandic bus drivers are absolutely crazy. Look at this scenery, though. This is fantastic. If you can see down on the Nuvi down off to the right, we've got a wiggly, windy road here with a lot of climbing. I think we might have just hit the top here. I think that might be the crest. We got mountains all around here. It's just gorgeous. Rock. This is fantastic. And we got the perfect light, kind of the beginning of the day, end of the day light, of course, is, all photographers and stuff like that talk about that. The best time of the day. The shadows are the best, and the lighting is just spectacular. And I think that's one of the things that American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator captures really well. Is the light of day and just kind of that feeling. Whoa, we're sliding all over the place. That was interesting. Is that ice, I wonder? That was crazy. I had no control on that corner there. So I better be careful here. We do not want to get an accident. Rest area up ahead, but we're not taking this one. We're driving on. A hotel. Oh, I kind of want to come here in real life and stay in this hotel. Look at this. Is that a glacier? cool. That's got to be a glacier, right? I'm surprised there's not a scenic viewpoint there. But anyway, this is like a trip through... I mean, one of the things about American Truck Simulator, right, that people talk about is the spectacular views you get in the western states in the game. And I think Euro Truck Simulator has a little bit more of a cultural draw to it. You don't get those spectacular scenic vistas in Euro Truck Simulator, for the most part, to the same degree that you do, especially in the western states in American Truck Simulator. But this is kind of like the American Truck Simulator of Euro Truck Simulator. This is these natural vistas that are just stunning, and this is coming through the Promods mod here, so this is just spectacular fun. Anyway, just having a great time. We'll be back in about an hour to talk about, of course, the big announcement today that just came out. It's about an hour later. We've got about 6 hours and 50 minutes left in our journey, just about 2/9 of the way there, winding our way through these snowfields as as darkness settles in. Some windy roads again here, but we just had a nice good stretch where we could go 80 or so. I am a little thinking we might end up being late if we have to sleep, but we don't have a choice. We do have to sleep at this. There's a town coming up in a little bit that there's a rest area we can pull over and sleep. Whoa, no. Whoa, slip sliding away. Just saved it. There are moments here you have to be careful on these roads. I think there is a friction factor in these roads that it's causing us to slip and slide a little bit here. So interesting. But the big announcement today, West Balkans. It's October 5th right now as I am creating this, so it'll probably go up on the 5th or the 6th. And October 19th, I think, so 2 weeks away, we're going to get our first DLC in Euro Truck Simulator. And for how long? It's been like 2 years, right? This is huge. I am so excited to see that come out. Now, for the series, of course, that means that we will leave the Promods series, because I'm sure it's going to take Promods a while to update itself after the new DLC comes up, right? Because it's going to be eating up a chunk of the game that's already covered by the DLC. So we have a little bit of things to kind of handle there. But of course what we'll do is when the DLC comes out, I'm going to be getting the DLC, and then we will explore the DLC. Now I think this might actually be the place I want to sleep. I just got to check the map here real quick. I'll be right back. Actually, no, we're not going to rest here. There's one more that's an hour and a half down at Blondos. Haha, nailed it, right? So yes, I was getting actually some excellent pronunciation help from Marino Moons, who is our Icelandic viewer, who actually has been able to help out with some of the pronunciations. And based on that, I actually found a video too talking about some of the other towns, but I didn't see this one in the video, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. The one we're in right now, this really small town, Varmahlíð. Is that pretty close? Varmahlíð. That must be pretty close. But anyway, I think I know most of the ones we're going to, and or at least can kind of figure them out from some of the other ones. So thank you to Marino Moons for the pronunciation help. But yeah, talk about being excited. I am really excited for West Balkans. I think it's going to be fantastic. It sounds like it's going to be a relatively big area. So I'll put this Promods career on hold when that comes out. I'll probably try to get in 1 or maybe 2 more episodes with this before it comes out. And then we'll shift over to the Euro Truck Simulator 2, the main career that I have. I might even take a run from that one and try to drive the truck down towards the West Balkans entry point. And then we'll be spending a good number of episodes exploring the West Balkans, which will be a lot of fun. I'm curious too, for people that are watching and play the game, will you be getting the DLC? I mean, it's been so long since we've had a Euro Truck Simulator 2 DLC. Of course, there was the whole, the problems with the Russian DLC, which I totally agree with their position on. I mean, it's always nice to have a new area. Don't hit me, bus. Don't hit me. Oh, that's so close. We just made it. These sharp corners, I have to get better at. They have to take them wider. But, I totally get why they did, and I totally support why they did what they did with the Russian DLC. It's just an unfortunate situation. But I am very excited for West Balkans, so I'm excited to go around. I'm going to take a look and see what's in there. There'll be new achievements. There'll be so many things to do, and it's been so long. I think it's going to bring a lot of fresh kind of energy and attention back to Euro Truck Simulator. I feel like there's been so many American Truck Simulator DLCs that a lot of the attention and the focus has gone in that direction. I feel like if you talk about the vibrancy between the two games, when I first started playing, I felt like it was kind of even. And I feel like over the time that I've been playing the games, the energy has shifted kind of to American Truck Simulator, because Euro Truck Simulator has been essentially I mean, with minor, DLCs, like trailer DLCs and other things like that. But essentially, it's been the same map for, well over a year now, as opposed to the constantly changing nature of American Truck Simulator. So, I couldn't be more excited. I am really excited. So let me know, are you getting the DLC? You're going to drive there? What are your plans? Are you excited? What kind of truck are you going to be using? It's going to be a fun time. I'm excited for a big burst of energy for Euro Truck Simulator. Anyway, it is 1 o'clock in the morning and the sun has not really officially gone down. I think we landed at like 2 in the ferry on the other side of the island, and it was kind of dark. So I'm expecting it's going to get a little darker and then get light. So maybe we'll have 1 or 2 hours of night as we go forward here. But we'll check in about another hour or so down the road. Our sleep area here is Blondos. Yeah, I think I got it right. And we're going to sleep there, and then hopefully we won't be late. But see you in a little bit. Alrighty. We are at the hotel here on the left. Hopefully it'll give us a place to sleep here. Chalk it up here for us. Sometimes it doesn't. Come on, come on. It's a place to sleep. We're right on it. Maybe this is one where we have to disengage. Okay, I'll try releasing our trailer here and see if that works. Sometimes they don't measure up for us. Let me pull forward. There we go. Okay, so now we can sleep. Nighty night. Alrighty, we're back to it. I do not want to double sleep here, because if I double sleep, we will screw up and be late. So let's back up here. That should allow us to hook up the trailer. And off we go. So it is Thursday at 10:49. We got 5 hours left, and I think until we have to like 10 o'clock at night to deliver this. So I think we still got an extra 4 or 5 hours here. I think we're in good shape. And we've got a beautiful sunny day here. So it should be a fantastic rest of the drive. And so far, knock on wood, we're perfect. If we're not late and we don't hit anything, I think we might be okay. Yeah, it's expected in 9.5 hours, and we have 5 hours of driving left. Now, we're probably going to be slower because our truck's not powerful. We got some of those snow patches that can really slow down. But unless we hit anything catastrophic, I think we might be on time. So now I just have to keep my game face on and not hit anything. So we've got a little bit less than 4 hours left in our journey, so slightly over halfway, and the sun has shuffled off behind some clouds. We've got gray, stark kind of gray and white and black landscape here in front of us as we make our way around the western side of Iceland here. Wanted to take a moment to talk about our continued competition here to pick the best state in American Truck Simulator. We have another state knocked out. Our third quarterfinal match was between Montana and Wyoming. This one surprised the heck out of me. Montana absolutely crushing Wyoming. I think the last time I checked it was 71% to 29%. I thought that would be so close, because I think of those two as very similar states. I probably would pick Montana now that I think about it, but I thought Wyoming was pretty awesome too. So, but maybe Montana has a little bit, I thought they were both really good. I'm so surprised that 70% of the votes went towards Montana. But anyway, Montana defeats Wyoming, which gives us our three of our 4 semifinalist candidates here. We have Montana coming from the east side of the bracket. Then on the west side of the bracket, we have Colorado and Oklahoma. It's now time for us to pick our 4th and final semifinalist, which is a battle between number 2 Texas and number 7 Washington, which I think should be an interesting competition. I'll put a vote up on the community page of the channel. Go check it out. Thank you everybody too for voting in these. We've had over 100 votes on every single one of them. A lot of them climbing up closer to 150 votes and stuff like that. And so for a channel that's kind of starting out from this low level of subscribers, it's been really great to see so many people in there voting and stuff like that. It's really cool. So it's been fun to watch and see which way they go and stuff like that. This will be Texas's, because they had a bye in the first round. This is their first match. They're undefeated. Washington, of course, won their first match. So number 2 against number 7. Here we go. The winner goes on to be one of the last 4 states, and then we go to our semifinal competition. So please go vote on the community page, and thanks for all the voting that you've done so far. Whoop, I don't want to get a speeding ticket here. But I'm actually really like, the other thing, I'm kind of shifting gears a little bit to where we are now, looking at this landscape. Not only is it kind of beautiful to watch, it's also a lot of fun to drive through, because you've got a lot of like wiggly, curvy roads and stuff like that all over the place. There's just a lot of kind of stuff to pay attention to, and you're driving through the scenery, and the roads are winding, and you get climbs and descents and everything like that. This is really special, and it really makes me want to visit Iceland. I just love this stuff. This is so fantastic. Oh wow, we're dropping out of the snowfields now. Cool. Reykjavik, straight ahead then. So we got about a little bit under 3 hours left. Let's check in about another hour and a half as we've dropped down out of the snowfields into the temperate climates here, and we've got horses and fields and everything all around here. It's a farm over there. Farming Simulator 22, the Iceland version. Is there an Iceland map for Farming Simulator 22? Funny, the random questions that pop into your head. Sometimes I feel like the random questions that pop into my head when I'm creating one of these episodes are kind of like the random questions that pop into your head on a long drive on a road, you know, because a small percentage of your brain usually is dedicated towards driving safely, and the other 60% is kind of floating around thinking about whatever it wants to think about. And so I know, at least for me, I'm not sure about everybody else. Maybe it's the same for you too. Like when you're driving, do just random thoughts pop into your head? Or do you listen to like podcasts or music and stuff like that? I'm not a music person when I'm driving. I usually actually like to think about stuff, whether it's like the YouTube channel and videos I might want to make. Sometimes I need to think about something about work or something like that, but I'm usually not listening to music. And I should listen to more podcasts, but a lot of my drives are really short, like 15, 20 minutes. So I don't really have time, I think, to do that. I kind of get halfway. I get interested in one. Oh, check this out. I know how to say this one. Borganes. Boom. Got it. Is that right? I wonder. I think that's pretty close. Again, thank you, Marino Moons. All right, we'll keep going. I've been chattering on. 2 hours left. We'll see as we got about an hour left here. This is beautiful. This, for whatever reason, Switzerland pops into my head. We got the mountains and this is really cool. So we got about an hour and a half left here. We've come down to the southwest side of Iceland here. This is called the capital region, and I think we're near Reykjavik. I'm not sure. I don't think we're quite going through it here, but about an hour and a half left. Oh, speeding violation. What? It said 80. I'm going 40. What was that? No. That I didn't even see the police officer. How? I need to see the video on that one. We do have video replay. I'm not sure if you're in the United States, we have these Geico commercials. I think they're Geico commercials. And in football, and in American football, when a team makes a challenge, they often bring out, it's like VAR in football. Like they bring out the camera and the ref when they do these commercials where you can look at the VAR. And sometimes that's what I do when I see things like that happen in the game. Was when I'm editing the video, I look back at it, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I was speeding. But that one there, how could I have been speeding? I was going 40s. It was like a 50 zone, and then it said 80 when I looked. I want to see the tape. I want to see the replay on that one. Red challenge flag. I need a red challenge flag on that one. God, so much for the perfect delivery. And I do so well with perfect deliveries until there's like an hour left, and then I screw it all up. That's aggravating. I mean, I'm happy. I'm super happy. Don't get me wrong. But Reykjavik. But we were so close. It wasn't a hard place to drive either. It's not like you could hit stuff for traffic or anything like that. Seriously. That was so cheap. But perfection is a tough standard, right? Perfect delivery. Oh well. Back to zero. Reset our quest for 10 perfect deliveries. If we ever get like 9, I am going to be so nervous. But anyway, one thing I did want to talk about before we got so rudely interrupted by the police officer there was, I think near this area are the hidden roads in Iceland. And so I think that might be what I want to try to do for the next episode, probably right before, maybe if we get one more episode in, maybe 2 with Euro Truck Simulator before the West Balkans comes out. I think the next episode I'm going to look for. I know where they are on the map. I'm not quite sure how far away we are from the entrances to them, but I definitely want to do a video on one of them and maybe a second video on the second one. So I'm going to kind of plan that out and think about how we want to do it. If we're too far away, it might be the video after the next video, but we'll figure something out. But they look really cool. I would honestly feel a lot better. What? I can't keep... roadblock here. No way. We're good. We're good. We are totally good here. Yep, there is no way we are blocking this road. Right through. There we go. Oh, gosh, that's just the preliminary one here. Now the real one's down here. What have they got in store for us now? Someone posted a comment on the... Is this the helicopter? Okay. It's the one where I wonder about the chopper blades from death. But so far, every time we've gone by these, we've been okay. Let's see. Oh, we made it. Okay. But I think there was a video, like the 7th video in the main first career. I'm not sure if you recall it. It was like 2 years ago, but someone just posted a comment on it the other day where I got stuck behind it. I couldn't get around it. I didn't know what to do. I ended up driving all the way around, almost passing out because I ran out of sleep and I couldn't find a place to it. And finally, I think the game crashed. And when the game reset, after I'd gone all the way around the roadblock and just about ready to drop the delivery off, when the game reset, it restarted right behind the roadblock that same time. But that was the point. That was actually, misfortune sometimes leads to great things, right? Because that's when I was so frustrated, I figured, okay, I'm just going to drive through it. And I realized you could knock down those cement guardrail posts. So we just knocked them down, drove right through it. And that's when I realized I was never going to stop for one of those roadblocks again. And I know it's not realistic, but it is kind of realistic from the place where I come from and grew up. We just kind of, you drive through those things. It's a little Wild West road strategy there. Anyway, I am rambling on. There is no way I thought I was going to be talking about roadblocks here. But got about an hour left. 60 kilometers or so here. Perfect delivery shattered by a very, very dubious speeding fine. And it was 340 euros. And I think that's the smallest euro fine. Why are none of these cars going? Come on. Let's go, people. It's green. Oh, seriously. Now watch. When I go, they're going to go. What the heck, people? Come on. Can't you... Are these people colorblind? What the heck is going... Now the light turns yellow. All right. This drive is just getting crazier and crazier. It's like we got speeding tickets. But yeah, the 340 euro speeding ticket, I think, is the least we can get, which means that we were just a fraction over the limit, if at all. I still think that police officer... I don't know what happened. I can't wait to see the video on that one. Anyway, we'll see you as we get close to our final destination. We are off that highway we were on now, just in this last stretch. Got about 6 minutes to go before our final delivery here. We are in Keflavik. That one wasn't so hard, I think. I think I got that one. Yeah. So, but just a short distance away. And this is not, I was wondering if this trailer is articulated, but it's not. So that means we should be able to give it a pretty good shot at backing it up here. I'd love to see if we could get it in one shot. I feel like all in all, for a 9-hour drive to get one super chintzy speeding fine like that, I feel like that's not too bad. It's kicking me though. We were almost perfect. We almost had our second delivery. And a 340 euro fine. Anyway, it's not bothering me, really. It's not bothering me at all, just because I keep talking about it. 40. Bummer. I wanted a 90. I wanted more of a challenge. This one looks pretty easy. Where's the company, by the way? Oh, there it is. Way off in the distance. They're not even letting us get close. They don't want us to go. The company's way over there. We're parking it here. That's odd. Well, maybe it's an excavator, so maybe they're doing some excavation like out here. Of course, they put the barrels in the way for us. Was this the airport? I'm so confused. Anyway, the road doesn't go anywhere. What? This is a very odd delivery. Indeed. Curious and curiouser. But I feel like we should be able to just straighten this one out, slide it in, and we should be good. Get it straight here. A little bit more that way. We're going to miss it, aren't we? Now we can drop it in. We got this. Right here. We're good. The cab won't be straight, but we got it. Not our straightest job, but we definitely got it. Definitely got it. There it is. Not super good. but we're here. And let's see, we should get a lot of money finally. And I think we're going to hit level 9. So maybe we can upgrade our truck. And I think this is a big enough town. I saw a question mark in it. So maybe there will be a place to upgrade it. Oh, maybe not. Oh, not even close. Okay, but we still got 14,000 euros, which is good because that gives us 61,000 euros. We're about halfway to our fourth truck and our third hired driver. I'm going to look for hidden roads. I'll put a link to the next episode as soon as it's ready. Let me know what you think about West Balkans. Please go vote for Texas versus Washington in the American Truck Simulator Best State competition. I'm curious to hear, too, your plans for the upcoming DLC. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.